अगर आपने हमारे YouTube चैनल को अब तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो आपको यहाँ सब्सक्राइब बटन दिख रहा है, इस पर आप क्लिक कीजिए और हमें सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। और साथ ही साथ इसके सामने एक नोटिफिकेशन बेल आ रहा है, इसे भी आप इनेबल कर दीजिए ताकि आपको तुरंत नोटिफिकेशन मिले जब भी हम कोई नई वीडियो अपलोड करें।
Having it taken away from you, out of your control, and as you said, not being able to practice, it was a time for me to sit back and just enjoy family time. I really enjoyed that, and as I am at the moment, we don't get breaks. We don't get to put our hand up and say, "I want a month off," because it's not possible. We try to play all three forms as much as we can. I saw that there was a tournament in Canada that was happening, so I thought it was a good opportunity to go there and play some decent cricket amongst some great players. A lot of the West Indian players were there. Steve came and played, so I had that there, and I had the Bangladesh Premier League as well to look forward to. But I think just spending the time at home and working on like my fitness, I stayed on top of my fitness. I didn't pick up a cricket bat, and I think the longevity now has helped me. I think having the time off has furthered my career probably 2 years maybe. Wow, as you said before, like 3 daughters, you got a daughter. People don't understand. We do have one of the best jobs in the world. We love playing cricket, but the challenges we face are leaving the family at home, the wife to look after the kids all the time. It's not fair, and for us it's about leaving the game in the right way. For the next kid to come through and take our position and leave the legacy that they want for Australian cricket or Indian cricket. And we have all these other tournaments we can move on to. Once we're done with our international career, we can keep playing IPL. We can keep playing in the Big Bash here and whatever other leagues there are, because it's great to keep us in the game at this age moving forward, and it's great for the young guys to come through and move our international cricket on as well. So, but to sort of summarise that was just more keeping on top of my fitness, spending time at home, and having that drive and passion to come back and say, look, I still belong here, and I deserve the opportunity again to come back to play for my country, because everyone makes mistakes at the end of the day, and to come back and we always talk about, people like to knock people down, bring them back again, and it just has that ebb and flow kind of thing to it. But it's been good. That IPL was one of the things where I enjoyed, was coming back, not having to captain, and being under Kane, who's one of the nicest blokes in the world, and seeing his knowledge about the game and how he reads the game. It was good in that sense as well, because I got to just enjoy the game, which it sort of, people don't realise the pressures that actually come with performing in every single game that you play, whether it's for Australia, India, IPL franchises, or the hardest thing I find back playing is like domestic cricket, like same as you, Ranji Trophy, because there's more focus on you. You play for your country, where you should be dominating state cricket, which you should be, but sometimes you're not going to be able to. It's very difficult. Like some of the guys you've never faced before, never seen before, you can get a good ball.
After playing so much international cricket, you have to go back and play state cricket. It's kind of challenging for you to pick up and be motivated to go and perform. It's not that easy, because you're always used to playing under the high pressure situation with so many people watching you in the stands, and suddenly that being taken out, it's kind of challenging, and it's little you got to find motivation to go out there and play, which is why you do you try and not get dropped from the squad. That's what happens. If in India, I don't know about Australia, like a lot of you guys still, while you're playing for the national team, you still go and play domestic cricket. But for us here, it's very tough to play domestic cricket, because our domestic season and international calendars, they're together. So we really can't play domestic cricket unless you're dropped from the team. Only then you have chance to go back and play. speaking of this empty stands, you guys were the only team who experienced that against New Zealand. The first ODI you guys played, it was in empty stand. How did that feel? I think this is going to be the future of cricket, at least for a while.
The most bizarre thing was, as a batsman, when you play a shot or the bowler bowls the ball, you always look up to watch the replay. There was no replays. There was nothing.
Yeah.
So you hit a shot and all you hear is the echo of the cricket ball.
Yes.
And then you might hear one or two claps from the boys.
Yeah.
But it was really bizarre. Like, we're so used to calling yes, no, and I was like, you don't need to say it that loud anymore. Like, it's like yes, no. It's like, but it was really bizarre. It was literally like we were playing a warm up game. Like, it was really surreal. It wasn't hard to get up and play it, but like, it was more the fact that like you're like, how do you know what it's like at home watching the game? Like, it was really bizarre. But you know, it was a good game that we played against each other. But I don't know how long you can sort of sustain that, because you gain momentum from home crowd advantage. You gain your momentum from, you know, when you hit a nice shot, the clapping from the crowd, you know, gives you that motivation. And gives you the adrenaline. It is so bizarre. And like, now our rugby league is starting up again, and they're playing in front of no crowds as well. You know, I watched a couple of games before on TV before it got shut down. It's just weird watching. It's really weird. So like, it's very hard. I don't know what it's going to be like if we come there and the IPL goes ahead at the end of the year. You've got to be very, you know, the government's doing this for the right reason. You know, obviously, lives are being lost. It's not like, you know, they're not saying don't go outside because, you know, they just don't want you to get infected. They don't want you to catch it. They don't want you to spread it. You know, and like, here, a lot of the people have been listening, and there's a lot of people who haven't been listening.
It's
so it's challenging.
Same situation in India as well, and you know, we've got so many people here. That's very hard, and it's very hard to control everybody. Like you saw what happened outside the liquor shop.